Welcome to Miami. Formula One rolling back the years with Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton on the front row. Then Charles Leclerc and Lance Stroll on the second. So Aston Martin finding a lot of pace out of nowhere. Then Max Verstappen is in fifth place. If there's ever been a chance to stop the Red Bulls winning every single race, it is today. If Max gets through from fifth, then there's a lot more for everybody to worry about the rest of the season. Carlos Sainz, his Ferrari lines up sixth. Lando Norris starts seventh in the McLaren. George Russell, eighth in the Mercedes, so quite a way off of his teammate today. Oscar Piastri in ninth, and Logan Sargent again impressing with the 10th place on home ground. The championship leader, Sergioperez, back in 11th place. He's got a tough race ahead. He will hope to be able to get some points and limit the damage and loss to Max Verstappen today. Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly qualify 12th and 13th in the Alpines. They've got Nick De Vries once again outperforming Yuki Tsunoda in his AlphaTauri. He is 14th on the grid. Then Alex Albon 15th in the Williams. Yuki Tsunoda lines up 16th in the second AlphaTauri. And then we have the Hasses and the Saubers. Hulkenberg, Bottas, and then Zhou and Magnussen. So there's going to be high hopes for a good race here. It's going to be wet as well. Now, how much will that affect the outcome of the Grand Prix? Well, it's going to be fascinating to watch. Looking forward to it. Here we go. So, Fernando Alonso on pole position, and the cameraman, whichever cameraman has decided to place his camera behind a brick wall, should be absolutely sacked. That is ridiculous. We can hear the cars at least. And they're away. And it is so good. Look at the start from Lance Stroll. Straight down and into the lead from fourth on the grid. That is remarkable. Well, wow. And Alonso has got Hamilton and Leclerc up behind him. This is a great start. This could be a great race. Everyone is everywhere. This is just crazy. We don't know where to look. But Lance Stroll has the lead. We know he's good in the wet conditions. But we didn't know it was going to be that good. Fernando Alonso, he was hoping for a first victory since 2013. He's back inside Stroll, so that might actually be on. But Stroll is still putting up a fight. Well, Aston Martin have gone from qualifying midfield to suddenly being in the 1-2 and being in the fight. But Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, they are all there, and Sainz as well. So this is by no means a signed, sealed and delivered thing. And Stroll trying to go back inside Alonso again. I think Fernando's held it for now, was he? And now we come up through the chicane. Hamilton trying to put a move on Charles Leclerc. I don't know if that's going to happen. It has happened. Hamilton gets through, and he is into the third place. And now everyone's got it through, but Hamilton, he's slowing down. He's lost position. Leclerc is through, Verstappen through, Sainz through, and Lewis Hamilton with a major issue. There's Perez. So he's had a great first lap. With everything going on at the front, we've not had a chance to look at Sergioperez, but Hamilton is losing so much ground. You can hear he's got a clear issue there. And wow, and Perez fighting with Norris. There's Sainz. Verstappen up to fourth now. Leclerc in third. There's the cameraman with the unfortunately placed camera again. Fernando Alonso is still in the lead, but Lance Stroll is still right with him. Well, we certainly didn't expect to see Lance Stroll fighting for the win today. But wow, this is a great race. And Verstappen, it looks like he's got some pace to burn now, but Leclerc is still in the way. It's still soaking wet. There's no hope for this track dry. And Verstappen has a real look. And Leclerc has not held him off. Verstappen is through in the third, but Leclerc's coming back at him. And wow, is this going to happen? Can Ferrari beat Red Bull on the road? Leclerc comes back at Max Verstappen, and he still holds on the third. Lance Stroll is back into the lead. Fernando Alonso, he's running out of time if he wants to claim a first Formula One victory for 10 whole years. Lance Stroll is hoping to get the win, but Alonso is going to have a look. There's nothing like the tenacity of Fernando Alonso, and this battle is allowing Leclerc and Verstappen to come back into it. Well, Ferrari can win this race, or even Red Bull could still win this race if it goes wrong for Aston Martin here. Fernando Alonso still trying to make his way through. What a race! And Alonso now is having a run at Lance Stroll, possibly his last chance to get the victory back from his teammate. Leclerc and Verstappen still keeping a watch in Prix. What a great race. What a close race. Is Alonso going to be able to make the move? He is. He's through. Fernando Alonso leads the Grand Prix. What a performance from both Aston Martin drivers, but Alonso is just going to edge it. What an incredible performance. Fantastic. Fernando Alonso takes the first Formula 1 win since 2013. Leclerc finally gets alongside Stroll, but it's after the line. So Aston Martin 1-2 as if from nowhere, and they held on to their great qualifying performance and executed it in the race as well. Would it have been possible in dry conditions? I guess we'll find out in the next few races if Aston Martin remain as competitive as they have been this weekend. But wow, what a performance. Fernando Alonso wins the Miami Grand Prix. Lance Stroll second. Charles Leclerc finishes third. Max Verstappen finishes fourth. Sergioperez up to fifth in the end. So, well, very good damage limitation. Only loses 2 points to his teammate. He will still lead the World Championship. Oscarpiastri, sixth to McLaren. Lando Norris, not so fortunate. He went out of the race. Sainz lost a bit of ground and ended up, because he was right behind Verstappen at one point, ended up behind both Perez and Piastri. So Sainz in seventh. George Russell, eighth place. Bit of an anonymous weekend for him. I guess he'll be grateful to bring home some points. But, yeah, that's not. He was close. He was one of the closest guys to the Red Bulls in the championship, so he would have been hoping for better than that. Pierre Gasly comes through for ninth in the Alpine, and a superb performance from Nico Hülkenberg from way down the grid to bring his Haas home in 10th place ahead of the home hero Logan Sargent, who just missed out on points. Wow, what a race. Lando Norris, unfortunate for him. Lewis Hamilton, very unfortunate. He was hoping for his first podium, and it looks like he was competitive. He just passed Charles Leclerc. He was hoping for his first podium of 2023. But then, as soon as he passed Leclerc, that Mercedes engine cut out, and Lewis Hamilton still, after 5 rounds, is searching for podium number 1 of 2023. So heading to the Drivers' Championship then, sergioperez still in the lead on 82 points, 5 points now ahead of Max Verstappen, who is on 77. Carlos Sainz, the first non-Red Bull runner, he is on a mere 53 points, so he's nearly a win behind Verstappen. He is a win behind Perez. Piastri, 4th on 49 points. George Russell, 5th on 46. Lewis Hamilton still in 6th on 38, but he's now tied by Charles Leclerc. And then you've got Lando Norris on 36, and Fernando Alonso shows how much ground Aston Martin had lost in the early stages of the season. Alonso, despite his win, is only up to 9th. He's on 34 points, so at least he's on the trail with the likes of Hamilton, Leclerc and Norris now. Stroll onto 21, pretty much sits on his own in 10th place. Ocon 11th on 11, Gasly 12th on 10, then Sargent on 6, Albon on 3, and Hülkenberg getting Haas's first point of the season. He's on 1. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull on 159, Ferrari move up to 2nd onto 91, thanks to not great races from McLaren and Mercedes, in all honesty. McLaren are 3rd on 85, Mercedes 4th on 84. Aston Martin go from being behind Alpine on 12 points to being into 5th place and clearly ahead of Alpine on 55. In a bit of no man's land on their own, but at least they have established a good position and a solid one too. Great for them. Alpine onto 21 points, Williams on 9 and Haas on 1. Wow, what a fantastic race we watched from start to finish today. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It really helps us to grow the channel and give me more time to do more of these. Yeah, it's been great to have you here watching. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who have liked and subscribed to my videos so far. So, what a great race. Just remains to be said. Take care, and we will see you soon. All the best. Goodbye.